Hello, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. This is Chris Kilue, Chris K, streaming from Mexico, Querétaro, Mexico. How are you today? I hope you're doing fine. My kitty paws will move. And I just wanted to show you some material that I got now that back to school discounts are starting. It's a good time to go to the store, see if you can get something out of, I don't know, experimenting, finding it like, how can I put this? Go on a scout and see if there is something that you like. And if that is the case, go get it, use it, and who knows? You might be able to find a new special effect, a new texture. I mean, things like that are valuable. Okay. Hi, Stacy. Welcome. You're the first one here. Okay, so today is very cloudy. I really don't want to go out, but my stream is going to be very short because I need to go and get my groceries. So that's not necessarily my favorite thing to do when it's cold and rainy. So let me show you what I have here. Kind of have here my YouTube channel just to see how it works. I tried to use the software that Didi recommended, but apparently it clashes with StreamYard, so maybe tomorrow I'll try it with YouTube to see if I can get better control of the camera. So this is the first set of material that I got. Let me see if I can find something to test this on without trashing part of my studio. I see it blurry on YouTube, but I see it okay in the StreamYard, so who knows. Okay, acrylic paint markers. So these are nice, and I got already 2 sets. It's really good. It dries fast, and you can use a waxy color on top of this. So I think it's really, really good. This is Prismacolor Junior. I think this is really good to create certain special effects. So look at that. New shadows, new things. So it's a nice marker set with 12 brush pens. I love teal, by the way. It's one of my favorite colors. I don't want to speak that loud because I have the microphone here, just here. So I don't want to really kind of raise my voice too much. And I also want to see if my birdie friends come along. So today I'm not going to play any of my recorded music. Not today, at least. So this is the first one. Nice. Then, I don't know why I get these things, you know. I always go and say, I'm going to start saving for better material. And then it's like, oh, look, stamps, number stamps. So this is from Walmart. So these are numbers, no wood stamps. I think I'm going to So I'll try to do this carefully. Have not used them. I need to find my cushion, but I like it. And I think I'm going to be able to use these with my grading. Not everything is electronic. So I'll be able to do that. And they were not necessarily on discount, but I like it. Kept the box. So this one is going to be really, really handy. Then I got this one from Amazon. It arrived yesterday. So the unboxing. The good unboxing party. Yeah. By the way, Mary, if you're watching the replay, there was a big storm yesterday. I didn't have internet. I couldn't go into your live for your 10 years. I'm so sorry. My internet was coming and going. I wasn't even sure I was going to be able to stream today because normally when that happens, I don't have internet at all. Oh, these little caps are coming off already. Okay. Very nice tips. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. To keep them with this little cap until I transfer them to my pencil bag. Probably. Very nice. Some of these hairs are a little bit crooked. No problem. Scissors. There you go. But what I like the most about this set is this one. This one is a very good angle. It won't stop you from checking the details. The bristles look nice. I have to test them later on with gouache, with watercolor, and see how they perform. Okay, so there you go. This is the one that I will not cover. I don't remember the price. I think it was like $10, probably. Okay. Good for miniature painting. There we go. Keep them away. Oops. This sounds so good. There you go. This is the last one. And this is also from the back to school display that they have. Not at Walmart, but if you're in the South, in the USA, you can probably get this H-E-B brand. And I like them a lot. I have just used the black and white so far. These are not activated. And they are with a nice fine tip. Very light white. And they also have this broad tip. This one I have to activate because I haven't. So let's see. Have used just a fine one, more or less painting now. Okay, there you go. The ink just needs to flow a little bit more. Black. Normally use this, but I think you can see it better here. There you go. Different sizes. So 3 different sizes here, which is really good. So projects. I don't have many projects going on. 3 groups, 80 students. So that's a lot of work. And even though we have like 1 or 2 assignments per week, it's still kind of costly. I'll keep this one here. I've shown this one before. This is the one that I've been coloring. And so far, I've done the background, a little bit of the dress, the face, of course. Here it looks very, very white. But as I mentioned before, I have a little bit of trouble with the camera controls. Doesn't allow me to have StreamYard on and the camera controls at the same time. It blocks one or the other. So that's not good. And here you go. Hi, Andrea. Hi, Flo. Welcome. Good morning. Yeah, it's a little bit late Eastern time. For me, it's, what, 6:30 a.m. Still waking up. And welcome everybody who is in the balcony, just listening or waking up. Hopefully very soon I'll be able to have not direct sunlight because it's cloudy, but something good to continue streaming. So some people asked me if I could show you how this started. Well, I had here another print. This is work by Lisa Mitrokin. So she has got some free pages on her Etsy store. You can try and see, and here this is one, Lisa Mitrokin. So she has got this one that is Rose from the Titanic. It's the same paper, printer paper. It's a peach color. And in order to be able to color skin and have this effect, this looks very white compared to this that is just a paper, there is a small secret. And the secret is, let me put this one away a little bit. It's white charcoal. This is what you need. You can get cheap ones, Chinese cheap ones for clothes, but they are not kind of pure. They have kind of little grains here, so this one affects. I got this Koh-i-Noor or Koh-i-Noor, this Gioconda white charcoal. This is number 4, and this is a very, very nice and soft white charcoal. And what you do here is that you take all the areas that are the whitest or close to white, and you add the white. It doesn't matter if you just draw on top of a gray area. It will not affect. On the contrary, it will help you lay colors close to the original tone. Lisa normally colors on toned paper or gray paper, but I decided to use this peach color because I found some like 50 pages, 50 of these. So I said, okay, let's use it. Why not? You're going to see it much better on the skin. Definitely the nose. I don't remember if Rose was blonde or not. I don't think so. But still, I'm going to go over the highlights here. So if I use a lighter brown, it will show brown and not necessarily gray. This one is a little bit dark, so that's why the white charcoal is not necessarily showing very clearly right now. But we can do the trick. Okay. I'm even going to highlight parts of this gray just for the skin. I don't follow a method, as you can see. Kind of a planned disorder. Oh, birdie friends are coming. I hope you can hear them. What was the name of these? Yeah, The Heart of the Ocean. I love the ending. The old lady dropped this, all this money invested in trying to find this, and she had it all the time. probably add something here. Is it tinting or tinted? Okay, a little bit, but not that bad. Okay, I don't have a Q-tip, but ideally with a Q-tip you can just go and kind of blend this onto paper. So the color pencil can just lay on top more evenly. I normally use a special set of colors that I have got for skins, but I don't have it here. I was not necessarily planning to work on rose, but just to show you how the white charcoal highlights certain areas, and then you can use your colors. So there you go. So get one of these. My recommendation, get one of these. You can also try Chinese brand, but as I told you, this one is, I find it too hard, not that easy to go into these small little details. That's why I'm using this one for the frame. Oh, and I got some bad news, guys. If you remember some streams back, when we were working with Miriam, making the Katrinas, the Dapper Skulls, my Dapper Skull suffered an accident. It was attacked by my cat. Good morning, Leah. Welcome. So my Dapper Skull, it's gone. It was severely beaten. Luckily, my cat didn't eat any of the materials because it had foil, it had masking tape, it had a lot of things. The nasty cat, messy cat, just decided that it was good food. So I'm going to start another one. And considering that the Day of the Dead is around 2 weeks away, I better start making one. So here you go. This is nice. So we're going to put Rose away a little bit and continue with the other mystical princess. This one has got charcoal already here. Something interesting to let you know about this technique is that if you forgot to add charcoal at the beginning, it will not add very well on top of a wax layer. Will not look so white again. I'm trying to do this so you can show it that it's not working anymore. So it has to be, and it will just add a coat of wax to your pencil. So scrub it up and it will be ready to go. But it doesn't work once you got a layer of pencil here. has to be the paper, just the paper. So here it's working because I don't have any skin tone here. Okay, I didn't use it here because it's gonna be blue. So let's put it away. Let's get my colors. I'm trying to keep this organized because if not, I just stream and then when I finish the stream, I just have a mega disorder here. Disorder that my cats, of course, love. So what are we using here? Polychromos, because I'm trying to learn how to use polychromos. This one came damaged a little bit, but I don't care. This came from Japan and they took like a month and a half, so no way I'm returning this. And for these, I normally use very, very light pressure. Thank you, Flo. Thank you for coming. Yeah, I'll have to run my own errands soon, like my groceries. So I won't be more than 30 minutes on. Hi, Dana. Good morning. Welcome. I haven't had breakfast, so I'm hungry now. But my dad is still sleeping, so I have to wait for him. He is normally awake at around 7:30, so that's why I said that probably I'll be here until, well, 7:15 for me, so it would be like 9, no, 8 something for you probably. But I'll try not to invade anybody else's streams, so you have time to have something, eat something, and then go and watch Stacy. She's on in more or less like an hour. And then I don't know who else streams on Saturday. I think the busiest time it's Sunday. Hola Marty, buenos días. Hello, good morning. No, Leah, these are freebies that I get from coloring groups on Facebook. So some artists gift every Friday these images. You can find this one in particular on my community page, and you can download it and you can play with this one. You can print it on color paper, gray paper, peachy kind of paper like this one, like peach color. Normally what I do is that I download these freebies just to practice, to relieve some stress, to test the material. So I have a lot of freebies. Some of them on texture paper, some others on regular recycled printer paper. So it all depends what I want to practice. And as I have never used polychromos before, I'm kind of learning how to use them because they are totally different to what I was used to experimenting with material. So they're totally new. The way they work, the way they lay on the paper, the way I have to create pigmentation. It's totally different. I was totally used to Prismacolors, especially the Premiers that are very buttery, very waxy. A lot of people complain that Prismacolors break. Well, they break if you don't know how to sharpen them properly. Prismacolors are, let me show you one example. Prismacolors are designed to have this type of tips. Not pointy, not long, or you're going to finish your pencil sharpening, but use this type of sharpener. Keep them blunt, keep them like this, and they will not break. They are used for big areas. And these are juniors, so they're a little bit harder. But I also keep all my Prismacolors, the juniors or the premiers, with this type of tip. And in case they are broken, save the tips. Grind them, and then you have a product in the USA that is called Dolly Roson or Dolly something like that. It's like Gamsol or a mineral spirit. It's something like that. But if you use those mineral spirits with broken tips that you have already put them into a glass container, that's important, glass container, add a little bit. In 48 hours, you will have liquid pencil that you can use with a brush in any type of paper. This is a tip by Lori from a channel Color My World. She discovered this. It's not my personal tip. I don't have broken ones because, as I said, I take care of my material like obsessively. So I don't have a lot of broken tips. To be honest, I don't have any. So but if you do, eventually, you can do that. Oh, I love the barking thing in the chat. I cannot bark and meow right now, guys. I need to practice. I can probably mute myself a little bit and practice some barking and meows and then say hello like that. But it's too early in the morning. I don't want to scare my cats because they're sleeping here nearby. One of my cats gets very upset if I meow to him. I'll probably be saying some bad words in his language, but he gets very upset and he bites me. So I don't want to upset him right now. And the other one, Kika, well, she's awake. She's like looking at me like, who are you talking to, Mom? on the other side. Oh, interesting. Let's put this, let's highlight this one. Okay. So this is a very, very nice tip. So I'm going to use it, put it there, just in case. And there you go. Okay. Some products that you use in the USA are very hard to get here because or Amazon USA doesn't send to Mexico, or maybe it's a third-party seller and definitely they say no, we don't send this to your location. So it's very frustrating sometimes. Thank you. I just started to use these as part of the branding of the channel. So eventually you'll be able to see a little bit more of, let me see if I can move these. Okay, a little bit more of my hands and covered in gloves. My mom had a lot of these, you know, from the 60s or 50s when ladies used to go out with gloves. I think it was the 50s. Of course, I was not born. I was born in the 70s. But she was kind enough to let us play with her gloves. Eventually, I'll show them. I have them in a drawer here where I keep most of her things. I don't want to get nostalgic. She's going to be 2 years at the end of the month that she was gone. So it was a hard period, probably harder for my dad. But this year I've decided not to get very, very sad and celebrate life, work extreme, draw, and know that wherever she is, she's fine and she's happy because she's free. She also used to lend us high heels, and she had, I remember, these silver, not very high, it was like this, but for us they were like fantastic. And she had these golden and silver shoes that my sister and I loved to be playing with. As they were not that high, we didn't wreck any of the heels, so that was good. But she was very nice. She lent us a lot of things, and we had a lot of fun. I'm using this creamy kind of color to blend because this is normally what I use with the Prismacolors. I use the white, the cream, and the cloud Prismacolors. I need to contact my cousin, who I suppose he's still living in the Houston area. And then I have to go and tell him, hey cousin, go and get me some Prismacolor individual stock of these colors. He did in April this year, and he got me a couple of whites, blacks, creams, and clouds. But I use them a lot, so I know that he normally comes to Mexico in December, so I'm going to contact him and tell him, please cousin, buy some of these colors for me, open stock, and I know that I'll get them in December. So I'll have colors for the rest of the year, which is good. Yeah, mom's closet is always fun. It's always fun. And then I was watching Mary. I don't remember when, but it was this week. It was one of her streams at night. And she was doing tatting. She was doing her butterflies. And I remembered my mom also did some tatting, and she was normally using um, the shuttles, not the needles, the shuttles with bobbins. So I went to the closet the other day where I keep some of her things, and I found the shuttles. I found 4 shuttles. And I said, okay, maybe it's time to remember this, because I recall she was teaching us, but for me it was very boring at that time. And I still have a lot of her work, of course. Everything she crocheted and knitted. And of course, I have these beautiful, like, table covers. I don't know, I don't remember the name. They are not necessarily carpets, because for me, carpets are like rugs, but these are small little things that you can use to cover tables or things like that. So this is a word that I'm not sure, I don't know. And I have, like, not hundreds, but I can tell you that I have around 50 that she tatted. And I promise next week to show them to you, Stacy. I'll bring them here and I show them to you. I don't want to get rid of any of those. I don't want to sell them. I want to keep them. And I'm in my dad's house. Well, it was their house here, but I'm in my dad's house. And if I need to move out eventually, because it's an agreement between my sisters and I that when my dad is gone, this house is going to be sold. But I will not get rid of any of the things my mom did. I will carry them with me. Oh, great. Oh, yes, Stacy, I know. When they are gone, certainly you need something. I have videos with her boys. I have these crocheted things. I still have some of her clothes, not everything, but for example, the nice fur coats or suits, and those are things that my sisters and I were keeping. One of them is not very keen. One of my sisters is not very keen on keeping those things. She says it's not good, but my other sister and myself are like, okay, just a few things. The coats, a little bit of her jewelry. So those are things that we can just keep. Okay. You have her harmonica, Marty. That's good. Let me just show you how this little bit of the dress is looking. Look at the time. Look at how much time I'm using to build the layers. So that's a little bit tiring with color pencils. But if you are willing to give it some hours, then go for it. The problem with this paper is that it's very, very smooth. There's no tooth. There's no tooth here. So the oil kind of stays in the surface. And It's a good learning curve, that's for sure. Yes, I know, Marty. But some people do, and they brag about it, and I cannot do it because I put this away, and then when I have a better sunlight, or if I have more time in the morning when I'm not grading or preparing lessons, then I go and check something and I go back and correct and fix some mistakes. There are mistakes for me that maybe the people watching me don't see them. But then I go and say, this is not correct. Or the shadow, it's looking strange. Or this light or this thing should be shining in another way. So I go and correct, fix the mistakes that supposedly I see there. And yeah, I also don't like sitting in the same posture, definitely. I don't have back problems. I'm so sorry for the people who do, but I definitely don't like to sit around for hours. Right now, I have a very, very strange schedule at college, at university, because I work 3 days, 4 hours and a half. So those 3 days, when I'm in front of my three groups for those 4 hours and a half, I don't sit down. I'm walking around the classroom all the time, monitoring the students, talking to them, making sure they are working or playing with the games we prepare for them. So when I get home after 4 hours walking around, I'm really, really tired. But this only lasts the first probably 2 weeks and a half. Then after that, when I get home, I finish some house chores and then I try to exercise. So this is one of my favorite things to do, to exercise. I probably dance a little bit, or I go and put my Zumba videos. Oh, by the way, next Saturday we have a this what they call mega Zumba class. So I will probably do my stream shorter next Saturday. I'll probably start earlier and finish at 7 because I have to go to the park, get ready. We're going to have this mega class with a lot of people, all ages, from kids to elders. We are going to be working or, yeah, working out. I'll try, I don't promise, I'll try to record part of the class if I'm not dancing. So I'll try to record it and put the video on my channel. I used to dance on the weekends 10 years ago. Yeah, 10 years ago. I used to dance like 2 hours of Zumba. And for me, it was like, great. And not only as a participant, but as an instructor. I had my official Zumba license, so I gave classes. And I want to go back to do that, Maybe not 2 hours, but just one hour on the weekends, like Saturday and Sunday. During the week, it's a little bit difficult. Okay, love this one. Let's go to the other side. I still have like 15 minutes before I go and fix breakfast, get ready to go out. I'm going to go again to HEB to scout the back to school ales that they have there to see if I can find more interesting drawing material, especially these pens, because they have this double tip and I just loved it. And this white is really nice, and I have got silver and gold. I have got some colors that the other set doesn't have. So I'm going to go on a scout for another set. Definitely. My dad laughs. He says, oh, you're always buying things. Do you use them? I said, yes, Dad, I use them. Okay. You can tell autumn is coming because the birds stop coming. It's getting cold here. Rainy and cold. I think it'll be more common for you to listen to the dogs barking very soon because they're about to go into their morning walks. At midday, it's just criminal to take out the dogs. It's just too hot. The streets are just impossible for these little paws to walk. So it's recommended to walk the dogs early in the morning. This was a strange shadow that I added here, but well, I cannot lift it up. So I'll blend it. I'll probably stream tomorrow a little bit before Miriam. So Miriam starts at 9 a.m. Eastern Time. So I'll probably stream maybe 45 minutes from 8 to a little bit before 9 before she goes on. Just to show you how this is going. And of course, to show you if I got anything interesting from the back to school area. And I will try also to work on my doggy commission. I put an update on Instagram. So you have my Instagram account on the screen if you want to follow me. So I haven't done anything to the doggies apart from the photo that I added yesterday, so that's why I'm not showing it here, and I don't have it here nearby, so I cannot just go stand up and get it. It's somewhere else. It's been kept safe from my cat. He's 4 years old and he's gone nuts. He was nuts when he was a kitten. I got him when he was like 7 months old, more or less. So he was in the last childhood and starting the teenager years, cat's age, of course. He's supposed to be mature. He's not. He's crazy as ever. And right now he's not in the room because now he jumps on the camera. He likes to mess everything around. So no, cat, you cannot do that. They have got their own channel, by the way. I have 3 channels. I don't know why I have 3 channels, but I do. I have one that is hidden, but let me see if I can link this one so you can find it. Let me see. I don't want to get out of my own stream. Yeah, let's see. Make it small. Come on, go on, find it. Now I'll have to get out of my stream, go to my channel, and link my channel. Okay, let's see. I'm actually going to comment in the chat with my other channel. Hi Carol, good morning. So there you have me, guys. I hope it appears. And let me go back to my other stream. Okay. So this is my cat's channel. It's mostly shorts. It's mostly shorts, what you can see there. And the main pic, it's Nico, the crazy cat I was talking about. Crazy as, I don't know, crazy as a mad cow. But he's very fun. So you're welcome to subscribe, share my 2 channels. That channel is very small. My cat's channel is micro. It's got like 32 subscribers. This one, I think this channel has got already 400 subscribers. So if you can help me share in your community pages, give thumbs up, recommendations, that will be very helpful. not aiming to monetize this, but just to get a little bit of art out for the world to see. What's my timing? 1 hour. Great. I think I didn't show you that I'm painting, Nico. Let me see. Do I have this one here? Yes. This one is still in process. I haven't been able to do anything. But here you have, this is Nico. Gouache. This is on paper, so I'll be able to add color pencils. I want to test gouache with Prismacolor. So there you go. Thank you, Carol. Thank you very much. So this one is still in progress. I just need to finish like 14 more homework assignments to evaluate today. Do a bit of lesson preparation, so I'll be able to paint or color a little bit more today, especially in the afternoon. I have one of my students coming in the afternoon, and normally we choose different projects and we play with them. So we're probably going to continue painting my cat. I need to find the transferred image so she can just copy it and she doesn't have to draw it. She's not very good at drawing because she erases too much and that damages the paper. So I normally prepare like a transfer image for her so she can just, let me see if I have one example and I can show you. Let's see. Sometimes I have paper. Keep some of those images in a folder, but I have this one that I also transfer for her. So normally this is what I do for her. I use this transfer paper. We know it in Spanish as albanene. And I copy this for her. I put a little bit of graphite at the back. So I give this to her so she can transfer it on paper. Thank you for coming, Marty. I'm going to be longer here, probably no more than 10 minutes. So thank you for coming. So that's a good tip if you have like people who are very basic in drawing and they're not good for proportions yet. They can just transfer an image and little by little they'll get the hold of transferring and getting proportions, etc. She's good at landscapes. I mean, she's good when she draws landscapes. She doesn't need any help. But with people and animals, she needs this type of help. Okay, this one is looking nice. Time to build a little bit more of color. Okay. Okay, that's why I commented with my cat's channel, because YouTube doesn't allow you to put links. They're already like getting nastier. But there you go. Hi Laura, good morning. Looking out the window, this is still cloudy. It's going to be a cloudy day. And it's going to be rainy. So I'll need to go to the supermarket early before it rains, because this is a desert area. So when it rains, it really pours. Thunderstorm, hail becomes very violent. And I have a class in the afternoon. I have to finish my grading, continue with my commission. Okay. Thank you, Laura. This is a freebie. It's the lines, the art is from another artist. It's not credited. I get them from Facebook groups that are dedicated to coloring books for adults. And every Friday, they normally give away a certain number of freebies. So sometimes I go and check out and download the ones that I like, print them on different supports. Printer paper, this is normal, very thin printer paper, recycled paper. I have tried watercolor paper, not that thick, because my printer cannot hold thicker paper. And then I just experiment. I just play with these and see what the tools can do. In this case, I think I mentioned before, for the people who were not here from the beginning, this is the first time I'm using Polychromos. And these colors are totally new for me. So what you see here is purely experimentation, trying to learn how to use them, because they lay differently from Prismacolor. That is what I was using. So I'm just learning. So this one has got a lot of mistakes according to my eye and to my experience. But probably the next one will be better. There's a lot of oil on this surface, so I have to be very careful with my layers. I cannot just add so much, because eventually the paper will not hold. So I'm in my learning curve with Polychromos, and it's been hard. It's been really hard trying to master shadows and lights. Not easy. Yes, that was part of the intention. I thought that the paper was too light, and I wanted to practice a little bit with blending 3-4 different colors on a flat surface. And I normally start the other way around. I should start on this side and finish on this side so I don't smear this. But as crazy as I am, I started with this side and then I finished with this one. And this one looks better than this. So now I have to see and try to go back and correct this one. So it looks like this. So don't do this, guys. Color like this. Not like me, crazy areas. I just jump from section to section, and that's not ideal. So I'm doing this when I haven't done the skin or the strange necklace here. So that will force me eventually to use something to cover these. So, and I have to be very careful with the pressure I keep my hand on top of the paper so I don't smear everything around. Bye, Carol. Thank you very much. I'm about to close the stream, don't worry, so you will not miss that much. I don't like streams that long, so people can go easily and watch the replays. So I normally have streams of 1 hour, 10, 15 minutes, because that's something that people can go and replay. So I'm going to stop here. Okay, I'm going to stop here. And I'm going to put this on the screen. So it's time to finish. Thank you very much for coming. If I stream tomorrow, it will be around 45 minutes before Miriam, Art Curious by MNW. So thank you very much for coming. See you around in some other streams. Where's my... I'm so used to the iPad that now I can find my keys on my computer. So thank you very much. Have a nice weekend. Bye.